लाइटिंग सही है ना? चालू कर दिया? अरे बता तो सही यार। चल ठीक है, ओके। Hair fall. Yes, you heard it right. I did say hair fall. Now Bollywood, it has already done a sarcastic take on the issue of hair fall. And so you are aware of the sarcastic comments one who is undergoing the problem of hair fall has to hear. But those who aren't aware of it, believe me, they are tough to digest.
Hair loss नहीं, identity loss हो रहा हमारा.
And to add to it, if it happens at a young age, then it definitely feels like as if the whole world is out to get you.
साला ये दुख का खत्म नहीं होता बे.
I think I made it quite serious. Alright, so let's lighten it up and get back on track as well. So the thing is, I haven't cut my hair for long, and recently I noticed my hair falling at a rate at which my dear Indian Prime Minister, he changed his verdicts on the purpose of demonetization, which I found really alarming. And with that happening, I had to do something about it. And by that I mean how food can help one solve this issue of hair fall. And since I did read about food, here I am with another video of Let's Trick Food. Now with that being said, what's the next part? Oh yes, let's roll the intro. Now generally in my first section, I usually deal with the what question. But here, if I try to explain what is hair fall, then I think I will be questioning the common sense and the knowledge of my audience, which I really don't want to do.
बहुत खराब जोक था.
I know it was a stupid joke, so don't get offended. Alright, so let's talk business now. Did you know that your hair cells, they are the second fastest growing cells in your body after the intestinal cells? And truthfully, I didn't know that. But anyways, biology has never agreed with me. Again, I went off topic. Okay, let's continue. So where was I? Hair, yes. But the issue with hair is that it's not a vital organ. Therefore, when the body is trying to divide the nutrients for the functioning of your body, hair probably would come a lot after in the list. And that is why if you are kind of not having the right amount of nutrients in your diet, it will show in terms of the hair fall. So that simply means if you are having a good diet, complete diet, which is having the balance of nutrients, then you'll have healthy hair.
समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो ना?
Now for this video, I'm going to stick to this particular reason behind hair fall, which is related to the food and the diet. But there are other several reasons which include your hormonal imbalance, medical conditions, stress, and I think this reason my university friends will agree to is the quality of water you use. And I'm saying this very sincerely because I remember I had no issue with my hair when I went for my bachelor's, but the water there, 4 years of bathing in my hostel had destroyed my hair. But now I am saying this, I wonder if it was mess food as well, because I hardly used to eat in the mess. So you see, the nutrients are coming into play here as well.
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?
I guess now I would never know.
हमको घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है.
But you guys should remember that follicles, they're the most active cells of your body, and their growth can be affected by the protein and calorie malnutrition, and also the deficiency of micronutrients like iron, zinc, biotin, and other two, which we shall see in the next section. Okay, that's enough. Next section, please. So this video is pretty simple. In the previous section, I gave you the causes, and now I'll discuss the remedies, and we'll be done. Isn't that nice? I always wanted to do that.
Yay!
Off track again, I know, but it isn't me. It's Nehruji and foreign influences.
तो पाकिस्तान अब टिड्डियों को आतंकी बनाकर भारत भेज रहा है.
So the first micronutrient that is very important for your hair is iron, and I have talked in length on it in one of my previous videos in which I was discussing the deficiencies in the Indian diet. You can find the link in the description and probably some icon up here. And if I talk about the sources of iron, then it can be divided into the vegetarian and the non-vegetarian one. We all are aware that our body, it has iron in the form which is attached to a compound called heme, and similarly in red meat and non-vegetarian sources we get this heme iron, which according to medical research is more bioavailable in our body. And according to the medical research, vegans and vegetarians, they are at a risk of iron deficiency because they need to consume 1.8 times more of iron as a non-vegetarian does, just because of the bioavailability and the absorption of the iron from the vegan sources as compared to that from the non-vegetarian sources. So here I'm not saying that you should turn non-vegetarian, it's your personal choice, so do not abuse me in the comments. And then if I talk about the sources, then we have spinach, tofu and nuts like almonds and cashews. And then the next micronutrient is zinc, which is required by several enzymes and critical in protein synthesis and cell division, and therefore is essential in the development of hair follicles. Now the zinc rich foods, they include pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, red meat and nuts like cashews and almonds, and vegetables like spinach and mushroom. Again spinach, my mom was right, I should have listened.
दिन भर बस खाना बनाते रहो, इन लोग ये नहीं खाना है, वो नहीं खाना है, होटल समझ रखा है.
Then moving on, we have biotin, to which when I was first introduced in the second semester of my bachelor's degree, I thought that my professor was just trying to mess with me by just adding another thing I had to remember into a huge list of things I had already, but that wasn't true. So this biotin, it is important for your hair, your skin and also your nails, as it is also required for the protein synthesis. And then the common symptoms for biotin deficiency is also hair fall, skin rashes and conjunctivitis. And then for biotin, the sources include foods like eggs, cheese, almonds, mushrooms, spinach and sweet potato. Oops, spinach again. So number 4 in the list is omega fatty acids, which include omega 3, omega 6 and if I'm not wrong, omega 9 as well. But most of us, they are aware of the first two only, and probably they're the most essential ones as well because again, not synthesized in the body. And then if you are deficient in omega fatty acids, then the common symptoms would be graying of hair and of course hair loss. What else would it be? So for the omega fatty acids, the best sources, it would be the fatty fishes like salmon, herring, mackerel. But then if you are like me and you do not consume fish, then you can opt for chia seeds, walnuts, and then if you are just too lazy to do any of this, supplements. So the last micronutrient is vitamin D, and several studies have related the vitamin D deficiency with diffuse hair loss, which means when they are going down in bulk, not one or two. And they had found that during the hair follicle growth, there's an increase in the vitamin D receptors. So if you're not getting it, it is kind of reflected with your hair falling out. And then it is funny to talk about vitamin D deficiency because we all know how to get it. Simply sun. So if you're not getting enough of sun exposure, or you are suffering from obesity or fat malabsorption, you could become deficient in vitamin D. But if you are too busy to get a bit of sun, or you're in a place like me where the sun is reluctant to come out of the clouds, then there are food sources that you can opt for, which include milk, cheese, eggs, mushrooms and the fatty fishes I mentioned a minute ago. So that's all for today guys. I hope you are well and you're following the social distancing norms wherever you are. Now before you go, do not forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends and the family members whom you would like to see with hair. That means probably everyone. So I'll see you in the next one.